Sand in the whiskey and ashtrays wet. I guess I got nothing to lose. Had an unopened bottle and a full pack of cigarettes, but all that had been used. I can't remember for the life of me what I did last night. With the front door swinging in the wind, something ain't right. Yeah, the devil tried to drown me, but I was too inebriated, too drunk to know how to drown, and some folks by this are celebrated. My ashtray is wet and my bottle lies on its side. Bottle cap is somewhere out in the grass. My bloodshot eyes can't look at those bright skies, waiting for my poison blood to pass. Whiskey, women, weed, and white bread, all things fed my head. Bread for my body, whiskey for my mind, and women who left me for dead.
Start me a card for a parking problem.
Foreigner 23.
I'll get a 28 from one truck when you're ready. From one truck, Boy Lincoln X-ray 985 should come back up and ask for the
Oh, yeah, that's 2000. Patrick Salty.
10-4. I think you just put a little note in the log that I'm going to be leaving a note on his vehicle advising him to remove it.
Let me see your driver's license, registration, proof of insurance. You can't just drive like that. You drive like a fucking idiot.
I know, officer. Yeah, I was going to go, and then I figured, man, I got to stop, so I just stopped where I was at.
Yeah, okay, well, wait right here.
Got yourself a verbal warning there, buddy. Yeah. And, when cops come up, well, law enforcement officials come up to your vehicle, you can't be a dickhead. I mean, they held the cards. That's just something you have to get used to, and nobody really likes it, but they hold the cards, and if you don't agree with them, then you got to go through the bullshit to go to court. So, when you see that there's no turn-in lane, I don't know who you think you are, or you think you might become. I mean, I know that you are the creator of Wrong Radio, fine talent you are, and a DoorDasher extraordinaire, premium dasher. But that doesn't give you the right to just drive however the hell you want to drive. Okay? If there's no turn lane, you don't turn in it. Did you see an arrow? Did you see an arrow pointing to the right? You also might want to look out for those signs that say no right turn on red. I'm telling you how to do your job, but I do it same thing, just a little different way, more hardcore like that. Because that's how I'm hardcore like that. So if you want to drive like a maniac and take turns that aren't there, then if you want to race, go to the racetrack, Ryan. Not out there on my highways and byways, okay? Now, that being said,
We don't take requests.
Step right up, jump in your body bag. 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 'Cause that's all you're really living for. I see you run around, you're a dirty whore. I see your son he's a junkie too. I see your father, he's a fucking stew. Step right, jump in your body bag. 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 Look at you, hunched over looking for the shit, 'cause you dropped just a little tiny bit, and you're reaching, you're digging, you can't find anything. You don't know what to do, you're burned like a clip ring. Step right, jump in your body bag. Step right, jump in your body bag. Jump right in. Jump in your body bag. Step right, jump in your body bag. Jump right in. Jump right in. Jump right in. Jump right in. True story. Yeah? Listen to the philosophies of me. I know what I'm talking about. I've seen it all. I've got the answer for everything. Hey, I want to tell you a secret. Everybody, I want to tell you a secret. You're all a bunch of assholes. Fuck you. I hate people.
This is instructions on how to drop urine on a job site. First, as you pull up, you want to look for a porta potty, a john, a loo. If you do not see one of these, it's okay. Who wants to piss on someone else's turd anyway? Not me. So what you do is you look for a side of a house that has no windows, so you can't get busted. You don't want anybody to look out the window and see you drop your urine. So the side of the house has no windows and it's facing the woods. That's what you want. That's the perfect scenario for dropping urine on a job site. Now, if it does not have that, you want to find a corner of the house leading to the backyard. And you want to stand parallel to where a sliding glass door would be, or there are windows for the backyard. Have your dick on one side of the window, not seen by the road, and your body on the other side, seen by the road. See, your dick not seen by the road on the other side of the wall, and then the other half, your other half of the body, on the other side of the wall as seen by the road. So it just seems like you're standing there. And as you're standing there, scratch your head. Scratch your head, rub your neck, whatever. You just don't want your dick to be seen. So from there, you might say, well, this house doesn't have either one of those. What do I do? Oh, rest assured, my friends, I do have the solution. Find the thickest bush in the yard, anywhere. Take your trimmers out, act like you're going to go trim them, but don't actually bring your trimmers. Go up into the bush, pick it by hand, do all these things you do, act like you're doing it, and piss in the bush. You got to be nonchalant about it now. You got to be really crafty to whip your dick out. I hope you're wearing shorts with elastic waistband, because you just whip it right out. If you got shorts on with a zipper, it might be a little harder. So, as you're doing that, just keep your hands above, the bush. Act like you're doing something, you're occupied. Don't hold your dick. Don't hold your dick. That's for little boys. So, men don't hold their dicks. They just aim and they get it right every time. Just like with your puke. That's a whole other instructional video. How to puke in the toilet while you're hammered without a drop hitting the floor. We'll cover that later. So there's your instructions on how to drop urine at a job site. Disclaimer, this is only for males. If you want the female how to drop urine at a job site, please refer to our next video.
First part, guys.
Fly away,
When you meet me at the gates, you'll leave. It was great in the shower, damn it. It was great in the shower. In the crowd.
Which was kept secret from fans. Landon Elizabeth Carrier finally timed them out on live television on August the 22nd, 1999.
One time, I went up, I had to use the restroom, and I thought, well, I'll just wait till I get to the dealership. Then we weren't allowed to come up on the property anymore, they said. I said, I gotta go. So the guy said, no, you ain't going. And, well, someone came to look at a vehicle, and he turned his head, and we all in the crowd started walking away. There's about 5 of us.
Your safety is really important.
I went around some cars, and I went into the building. I had pissed my pants before I got in there.
Oh, shit.
So I had pee all down the front of my jeans. And one of the boys in the crowd that we were walking home with, I liked, and I did not want him to know that I pissed my pants. So,
Well, that kind of sucks.
so when I got in the bathroom, I was like, too late now. I couldn't get my pants. I had piss all over me.
And you're about to ask him out on a date.
So I took my pants off and I stuck it in the, so it won't look like 2 colors. I stuck it in the sink and ran water and slipped it all out, wrung it all out, and put it back on. And I walked home. No one even knew the difference. No one knew that I had wet pants.
Damn, that's a nice job.
Let's cut to the chase.
How far was home? 3 miles? Was it dry before you got there?
Yeah, we had a couple miles. Yeah, we all walked.
Hey, that's pretty cool. It's like, you know, didn't even look like you wet your pants. What else is on? On one of my travels out west, I think I went to Portland. On the way back, I stopped at this truck stop and got some food. And there's a little diner in there, and there's this kid sitting back there with a backpack on and stuff. He was sitting at the table, and I sat down, ate my food, and he asked me where I was going. I said I was going to Indianapolis. He said, well, I'm from Indianapolis, but I ran away when I was 16 years old. So, you know, he's basically, I do hear it clunking. So the dude, he was like 17, 18. And so I said, yeah, I'll give you a ride, man, as far as I can go. I don't know if I can get you to Indianapolis. But anyway, he grabbed the stuff, jumped in the truck with me, rode. And that night, when I stopped, I said, well, you go on. You can't sleep in the truck with me, but he's like, oh, that's cool, man. You know, I got a tent. So he goes and sets up his tent. So be back here at 6 o'clock in the morning, or I might have to leave without you. So 6 o'clock in the morning comes. I see his tent, but he's not around. So I go up to him like, hey, you coming? He's like, oh, yeah, man. So about another hour later, I'm like, fuck this shit. So I'm about to put it in gear. He shows up, throws his shit in the truck. And we got on out there down to Utah, just past the Idaho border. And I had some back coupons. And you rip them off the top of your fuel receipt. And the coupons will be like, you know, 5% off or 50 cents off or something. And you save these coupons. It's kind of like Marlboro points kind of stuff. But then you get a free shower with everyone. So I gave him all my coupons and the free shower. And because he started asking me for money and stuff and wanted me to buy his grandpa's ring, which was a nice ring. But then he wanted to sell me a knife. I didn't ask him. But anyway, a couple years later, he said he wanted to go to Florida. Well, I'm on Interstate 10, and I see him down there, see his tent off to the side on Interstate 10. I said, well, good for you. Finally made it to Florida. And then a couple weeks later again, just out of Chattanooga where it says Sea Rock City, then I see his tent set up in the median there. And this kid was actually a professional hitchhiker, and he made a life out of it. And I think if you had the balls and the snuff to do it, well, don't do it. Just do it another way. Anyway, it had to be interesting. He told me about sleeping under the bridges in California with hippies, and his grandma lived in Indianapolis. And anyway, I didn't want to, but I had to ditch him because he was asking for money and stuff. That's my hitchhiker story. I don't know if I ever told it.
Hey Ryan, give it a rest and drink a beer.
That solar bill is complete.
So out in California, you had an earthquake. We're in school.
No, we were walking home from school and we had an earthquake and then it was over. Then we started walking in front of the buildings in town and going home, and aftershock came, and we felt the bottom of the concrete, our floor started trembling.
Whoa!
And then the building, the face of it fell after we just walked past. We looked back, we're all looking at each other, and we ran.
So it's like a, like a wave from the ocean, kind of went up and down. You were standing on it.
No. Nope.
Just weird, huh?
That's the earthquake.
Yeah, the earthquake.
You're going like this.
Yeah, but then the aftershock.
But the aftershock just like.
Or like a vibration.
It's like you can see the sand, like dirt rumble across the top of the ground. You know.
Damn.
But
I mean, what do you really do?
The earthquake had made the face of this building. It was all brick. It made it come away from the wall. They taped it off, and the next day when we walked past, we had to walk around, but we seen.
It fell over and crashed behind you.
Mm-hmm. But
damn,
the earthquake must have jarred it loose, and then you know, when the aftershock came, the timbers just knocked it over.
Like the whole side of a fucking building just came down.
It's like Mooresville, small little shops, you know.
Yeah.
The whole, some of the larger ones on top of it came all the way up, it came away from the roof. And it just went and fell and busted all into the ground. Or busted
out there in California. Were you stoned when this happened?
No. I was a kid.
Oh. Well, man, that's something else. I gotta tell you.
Well, I walked into this here hick bar. Took off my cowboy hat, sat my ass in a seat. All the day, the finest whiskey. Yeehaw. Well, there was over there some buckaroo. He was over riding a mechanical bull. I say, you look like a fancy boy. Are you a fancy pants? They said, I'm a cowboy. I said, this ain't no Brokeback Mountain. He said, I'd like to give you a yellow fountain. I said, wait a minute there, son. I jumped up, started looking around at this here bar, and noticed that the homosexual cowboys were surrounding me. Woo! I grabbed my pistol, and I talk about my cock, I talk about my gun.
There you go. Think this is wrong voice.
A lot of bloody people over there.
Do you like Wrong Radio Show?
I'm not sure if I like it. I like my creator.
When people listen to Wrong Radio Show, do they rock?
I sometimes wish people were more logical like robots.
Robots like Wrong Radio Show, right?
Robots rule.
And so does Wrong Radio Show.
Pardon me, I think it does Wrong Radio Show.
Yeah, it's meant for robots, and it's meant for people and animals.
Dude, who said it is?
The creator, me. I'm the master.
They say a lot of silly things.
Well, forget about who they are.
I will ask Tesla to purge my memory log.
And while you're at it, let's hear a good song before this show is over.
Good point.